Hey guys, it's Brianna here, and today I'm going to be giving my review of the movie Eternals. It came out this past weekend, and I just got back home like 5 minutes ago from watching the movie, and yeah, we're gonna sit down and talk about it for a little bit. Um, yeah, so overall, uh, what we've learned here today, boys, is that we don't listen to critics. Critics don't know what the fuck they're talking about because I absolutely adored the Eternals. I thought it was amazing. I also thought it was kind of refreshing in a sense because, like, with Marvel movies and stuff, we're used to, I think over the past few years, 10 years has it been? It's been a long time, and we're just used to that, like, the superheroes we all know and love, like Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man. Like, we all know these superheroes. Even if we have never read the comics, you recognize them. Whereas, like, now with, like, Phase 4, with, like, Shang-Chi, I keep talking about Shang-Chi because I loved it that much. And, like, the Eternals, we're talking about, like, cosmic beings and different, villains and characters that we're getting to focus on that not a lot of comic readers or not a lot of people know about these characters, and so we're bringing them to light, and I'm really enjoying the ride so far. But yeah, no, the Eternals, I thought the movie overall was beautifully crafted. Were there parts that were, like, not as great as others? I would argue not really, because a lot of people were complaining about the lack of action, but we have to keep in mind that this movie is also going to be part of a trilogy, so there's other Eternals movies going to be coming out too, because this was basically kind of a origin story, even though it's not. Does that make sense? They had to stop Tiamat and everything, so it's like it was kind of like their origin story, yet not. It's hard to explain, but actually I really enjoyed the pacing of this movie because you don't want it, especially when we're introducing new characters and stuff with such a big cast of superheroes. We don't want to rush into the action and stuff. We want to, like, at least take our time and, like, let it let it mellow before we, like, throw in everything else. But honestly, there was a lot of action sequences too. Like, there was like right in the beginning when Cersei was facing the first deviant, when he was talking to when she was talking with Jon Snow. Totally forgot his actual name, but Game of Thrones, he's Jon Snow. Yeah, there's honestly, I liked the fight sequences too. I liked how for all the fight sequences, they worked so well together, and you can see because they've been together for like over 7,000 years, longer than that. I'm bad at math. But they've been working together for so long, so obviously they've grown as superheroes, accustomed to their fighting patterns, and they know whose strength is what, and they know how to. They're a well-oiled machine, and that's what I really like seeing. So you could see that in their fight, even when, like, someone would fall, another person would, like, come and catch them, and they're just right back into the action. Like, it was so clean. I loved it. I love the fight sequences. I'm trying to think of everything else that I wanted to talk about. As an army, I knew BTS's Friends was gonna be in the movie. I didn't know what it was gonna be, like, where it would be at. I thought it was gonna be like a post-credit scene, but it was just smack dab in the middle. I just thought it was hilarious, because it was Kingo. He was the one that was like, because he's doing this, like, Bollywood movie, and he's like, I love how each of the Eternals, they took the time to, like, find their own place in the world, which I'll get to that. That's what I need. That's what I wanted to talk about. And so he was just wanted to be this Bollywood star, and, like, honestly, go off, King. Come on, you can't tell me that, like, if you were living for, if you're gonna be on Earth and Eternal, you want to, like, be known. You want to at least have some fun with it. So I'm glad he was able to. And just the fact that he's like, we just got BTS to sign on. It caught me so off guard. I thought, like, when they announced that BTS's Friends was gonna be in the movie, I thought it was gonna be like something low key. I thought it was gonna be like in the back. I thought it was gonna be an end credits song, but then it starts playing while they're on the on the plane, and I was just, like, jamming the whole time, and Zach's just staring at me because he knows I'm just singing the fucking song the whole time. Proud of my boys, proud of Jimin, and proud of Tae. Jimin wrote that. Did you know? Anyway, back to the movie. There's the obvious thing that I want to talk about that's been driving me crazy, but I'm trying to talk about everything else before I get to that. other than that, I don't think I'm trying to think of anything else I hated about this movie. Not really. Not much. Actually, sorry, I kind of just turn on the camera. We're just kind of seeing where this rolls. Trying to think. I've never read the Eternals comics. I'm not going to pretend like I knew what was happening. I was just kind of here for the ride. I liked, again, you don't need to read the comics to watch the movies. I think that's fair, like, gatekeeping. I hate it. Go away if you have that mentality. Any whoosies. So, I wasn't expecting Ajax to die so soon. That was, like, because, like, again, you saw her in all the commercials and stuff and, like, the trailers. And, that was something I didn't see coming. That or Gilgamesh, I think his name. That's Gilgamesh. Him dying. I wasn't expecting to get hit like that. I was just like, whoa. Because they're Eternals. They're not supposed to die, and now they're like. At first, it seemed like they were dropping like flies. I'm just like, oh god. But it gave the other members just like that. Not that sense of reality, but that like, hey. We're eternal, but we're not unkillable. And so it was very interesting to watch and see, and I loved seeing everyone's dynamic, because it felt like, it didn't feel forced and didn't feel like a write-in, like a comedy thing. It felt like everyone in this, like, Eternals family had their niche, and they had not their person, but like who they vibed with. Now I sound like a fucking, I don't even know what I was sounding like. They had their, clicks. I'm so bad at describing. Basically they had like their places that they were comfortable with each other. Example being Makari and oh man. Oh no, what was his name? I'm dead. I don't remember his name. Oh god, oh god. He's the one that can control minds and shit. Hold on, I'm gonna find his name. 2 seconds. I want to get this right. Drig. Yeah, Drig. Yeah, I fucking knew that too. I'm so upset. But I loved their connection too, and like, you can tell who vibes with who. I keep saying vibes. I'm sorry. But I really liked the Jesus Christ, Brianna, learn how to speak. I liked the family dynamic everyone had with each other. I thought that was really great. Yeah, I think the pacing of the movie was actually really good, and the overall storyline, like, I liked in the beginning how it's like, hey, here's what's happened. Here's the Eternals. Here's why they were made. Here's what they're supposed to be protecting us from, and that's it. Like, right in the beginning, you get, like, on a synopsis of what the Eternals are. So then when you dive into the first, 20, 30 minutes, you're like, okay, now it kind of, like, sets the stage for you, so I appreciate that. Thank you, Marvel. For someone who's not read the comics, I enjoyed it a lot, and I found it, like, it was very easy to follow. Trying to think what else to talk about. I have the main thing I want to talk about, but I'm trying to, like, actually, like, do the review before I go on my huge fucking rant right now. Sorry. Ugh. Like I said, I just threw on the camera, and we going. I'm trying to think. Was there anything else I wanted to, like, note on? I liked all of the characters. I like how, like, they're not super, like, black and white. There's, like, gray in between. I was not expecting Akaris, like, when I wasn't expecting the double cross, I'll be honest. It was just kind of happened. I was just like, wait, he fucking killed her. Like, I liked how because the Eternals, like, took their time to, like, find themselves on Earth, they all found that human aspect of themselves, minus Akaris, minus him, but, like, I feel like everyone, like, in their own way found, like, a way to live, if that makes sense. Like, they made peace with their eternity, and they ended up loving humanity, and I think that was just something so beautiful, and to see from different walks of life, and just, like, how humanity's changed them in different ways. I just thought that was so beautiful. I can't stress enough how much I really like this movie. Honestly, I'll give it I don't like giving things 10 out of 10. It's hard for me to give it a 10 out of 10 unless you're Shang-Chi. Anywho's, but I think it would be like an 8.59 out of 10, to be honest. is there anything else before I go on this fucking rant right now? I think that's it. Oh! Fucking, what the hell was Harry Styles doing there? He's supposed to be Thanos' brother, and he's the Eternal that's on Thanos' planet. He's the one that's fighting the Deviants on their planet. I wasn't expecting him to pop up. I heard, like, I saw the rumors, and I was just like, nah, they're fucking with me. This is some, like, No Way Home shit where it's like, everyone's gonna be in the movie. I thought that was gonna be what was happening. They're like, oh yeah, Harry Styles is in the Eternals. I'm like, the fuck? Like, you know how, like, everyone and their mother was posting, like, oh, they're gonna be in Spider-Man No Way Home? I thought that was one of those moments. But it wasn't. He just showed up. I'm like, oh, nice. Also, right, really excited for Jon Snow to show up. His name's not Jon Snow, but I forgot his character's Kit Harington's name. I forgot who he played in this fucking movie, but he's supposed to be the Black Knight, according to my husband, in which he's excited for, and, like, I'm just like, I'm just going for the ride. I don't know any of the Eternals characters, but honestly, overall, going into this, not reading any of the comics, I felt like this movie was well done. It's not a fast-paced film, admittedly, but it wasn't slow either. There was a lot of development. There was a lot of character development. There was a lot of action, too. Like, it had kind of a bit of everything, kind of wrapped in a nice little bow, and a beautiful cliffhanger. It makes you want to see more. At least it makes me want to see more. But yeah, no, I really love the movie. Now, the rant I'm about to go on. If you guys, okay, here we go. If you follow my Twitter, you know that I have dragged Tyrone Mongus for fucking filth. He did his review of the Eternals, and, yeah, he is a homophobic asshole. Yeah, kind of. I've never really watched his content. I've just heard horrible things, and so I never wasted my time. But I don't want this to be a Tyrone Mongus, bash video. I still want to talk about the Eternals. But the reason I bring him up is because he and, like, a couple of others have expressed their homophobia in regarding to a specific scene in the Eternals. So he, like, made a huge deal, and he put on Twitter, like, how he was so shocked by the gay kiss, and he had to close his eyes, and he kept on using the word woke to use as an excuse that he's a homo. Like, he doesn't even know what the word woke means. Anywho, he's still trying not to, like, make this a hate Tyrone Mongus video. I do, but it's not about him. The thing is, it pisses me off because I'm like, alright, I knew there was a sex scene, and I knew there was a sex scene in this movie, and I knew there was a gay kiss. And before I even watched the movie, I'm like, you're gonna be so upset over a gay kiss and not the fucking sex scene. There hasn't been a sex scene there's never been, like, a sex scene in a Marvel movie. Like, they've been alluding to it, like, they make out, like, hot, passionate thing, but there was fucking thrusting in there. Like, I was taken back, because it was just like, oh, God. Now, he wants to talk about how he was like, oh, my God, I had to close my eyes, it was kind of just thrown out there, or it was just in your face about it. I want to stress how fucking annoyed I am about that. How people are like, oh God, I wasn't prepared for that. Oh no, everyone's complaining about this fucking kiss. One, the fucking sex scene. That one came out of left fucking field. All we see is Cersei and Ikaris, like, they're on this hill, and they're like, oh yeah, I love you too. Cut, like, 2 seconds later, he's, like, fucking, like, pounding into her. And, like, I heard, like, gasps in my theater saying how, like, someone, like, as I was walking out of the theater, they were saying, and I fucking agree, if you're bringing your kid to see the Marvel film, there's a difference between, like, not even a difference, like, how the fuck are you supposed to explain sex to a kid? Like, how, like, I'm telling you, you saw the fucking thrusts. So, like, if you're taking your kid to a Marvel movie and you're seeing the fucking action, how are you gonna explain the birds and the bees to your kid in the dark during a fucking movie? Like, you're gonna have to explain that one. So I feel like, personally, that the sex scene was out of left field. I was not prepared for that one. Truly, I wasn't. Now, as for the kiss that everyone's so worked up over, I almost cried from how beautiful it was. The sex scene, out of left field, but like with this kiss, it's Fastos. I forgot his actual name, but Fastos, so sorry. It's him coming to grips with his husband and his son, and like his husband's like telling him, hey, you are an eternal, the world needs you. If you want to save humanity and have a chance for our son to grow up, you need to do this. And it was so beautiful just because, like, you know, as I said earlier, the Eternals, they took the time and they came into our world and they found things to love about it. And now he has something to fight for. He has a husband, he has a son. And in the scene, his husband's saying, hey, if you want this life for our son, if you want to see him grow old, you have to do this. And it was so beautiful, and he like tucked him into bed, and it was so beautiful, and the music was swelling. I thought it was so perfect. It fit. Because it's all about family and all about love. And, like, the whole movie was talking about how love is, eternal. And how if you love something, you want to protect it. And just how their family dynamic is how they love each other. Even though fucking Ikaris betrayed them, was trying to stop them, they still held a deep love for them. And that was, I think love is the biggest theme in this. Obviously with Ikaris and Cersei. But yeah, no, their kiss was so cute and so sweet and just so much passion for humanity and for each other, and like him wanting to save his family. I thought that was beautiful. Where the fuck are we? Why are we doing a sex scene? Like, 1 minute they were holding hands, and then like she's on the fucking sand like getting railed. Like, the hell? That doesn't make sense to me. That was the scene that didn't fucking fit. Like, I hate homophobes, and I hate this, like, you can't turn a blind eye to love. People are allowed to love and love unconditionally. And if you really got upset over the gay kiss and not the fucking sex scene, please reevaluate yourself. Oh my god. Yeah, that's my 2 cents. I just don't understand why people just won't let people love who they want to love. It pisses me off to no end. I can't do it. But honestly, I love that scene. That scene was perfect. It's the first gay sex scene. No. First gay kiss scene in not only Marvel, but like how many other like big stream movies have done this? No. Like, remember when Star Wars remember when Star Wars teased that there was going to be a gay kiss, and it was 2 girls kissing in the background? Like, it wasn't even a foreground thing. It was just, they're like, oh yeah, we support LGBTQ, and then they just go shit on it. No, I loved that they included this in the Eternals, and again, the theme of love. It was perfect. I was legit in tears, and Zach had to like check on me and make sure I was good. But yeah, no, I thought it was perfect. The whole movie, I enjoyed the whole way through. Yeah, I have no complaints about it. I truly loved it. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. That was enough ranting for me. And I'll probably do a My Hero review tomorrow, because I kind of want to see it again. But yeah, no. Let me know what you guys thought. I love you lots, and I'll see you guys next time.
If you liked that video, make sure to like and subscribe.
Subscribe to our Patreon, where you get our reactions a week early, uncut, before it goes to YouTube.
You can book us on Cameo, where you can make Hannah sing happy birthday.
I will not be singing happy birthday.
You can ask us to say hello, a small reaction request, or make Hannah sing happy birthday.
Our merch store is now up with brand new designs coming, as well as our old designs, brought to you by my Manic Episodes. Thank you for that.
Make sure to check out our OnlyFans.
Oh my god!
Subscribe to our OnlyFans for a different side of fandom reactions.
And be sure to follow our Twitter and Instagram at FandomReactGirls for daily updates.